Hey, friends.
Welcome to Leave Me Alone. I'm working on it. I'm Maria
All day,
Jolie.
every day. And I'm Cassie J.
All day, every day. Yes. Guys, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with my face.
Excuse
me?
What?
So one of the things that pregnancy did for me that I thought was a plus, and now I'm like, was it? I've always had like combination skin, but like more on the oily side, right?
Okay.
And so the journey I've gone on like my whole life was the matte journey, because like the oils must stay in place. Yes. But pregnancy came along and dried out my skin.
Got you.
And so I when we first got back to filming, I didn't even need to use like a primer. I didn't need to try so hard because there just was no oil.
Got you. Okay.
The problem now is that we are now super dry. So like it's sticking to all my dry patches and I'm struggling and I don't know what to do because I'm not a dewy hun. I'm a matte hun. So now I must relearn and go on this journey to be a dewy hun because my skin's so dry. I don't know what to do. So I need Rex, please. What are we using? What are we doing? I know everyone's gonna go on the skincare journey. I don't have time for a skincare journey. I just need to be able to put on my face when I need to.
I also have dry skin.
Since when?
Skin. Since always.
Cassie's one of those huns that I just love to hate. Cassie has such great skin, like such beautiful skin. Like it's supple and it's soft and it glows in the right places and it's smooth and all of the things. And then this hun has the effrontery to bitch about her skin and I'm just like, have you seen me? Like it's a journey for me.
Wasn't bitching.
And she has skin with minimal effort. Let me tell you, the laziest hun you ever met. This one, Cassandra. Like she does, excuse my French, fuck all for that skin. And yet it's just there, happy. And then she'll go, oh, my skin is so dry and sensitive. Girl, sit down. Just sit down.
I have always had dry, sensitive skin. I have.
Okay.
But she's right. I really don't have like a face care routine, etc. I don't do that. But like for something that's low effort, high moisture, Eucerin and Cetaphil.
I'm using both of those things.
Eucerin and Cetaphil.
Well, I
love them. I love them. An Aquaphor cream. Oh, well,
I'm using what?
Oh, it's so good.
The Aquaphor what? Which one?
It's like Vaseline, but it's not Vaseline. Aquaphor.
Yeah, okay. So, point one, Cetaphil. I'm using Cetaphil. Have been using it for a really long time.
We love Cetaphil.
I got the one that was supposed to help me control my oils, but now there's no oil to control, so I've stopped using that one, and I'm just using.
They have one for dry and sensitive skin.
Okay, I will go look it up. What's it on Eucerin? I was using Eucerin, but now I don't have time for a skincare routine. I don't have the energy for one. I'm basically putting my child down and tiptoeing out. I know. I'm saying I had a Eucerin, like Eucerin products I used in my skincare before when I was a skincare hun. Now I'm just like, we take a shower and we put on the moisturizer and we're good to go. Good to go. Nothing else.
I honestly, as someone who used to work for Olay, like I used to work for Olay, the fact that I'm recommending Eucerin, like all the Olay people would just be like, how dare you?
No, man. We use it. I get you. But it's really good.
I preface this by saying, Eucerin is excellent. It is such an excellent product. And man, I'm obsessed. 10 out of 10 Bayersdorf. Well done.
It's what I still use for like my main lotion. And I had some products I was using on my face. I just don't have anything anymore. And now I'm just looking for like the quickest, simplest way to get out the house, you know? I tried Aquaphor on my face because I use Aquaphor for my son. That's the only thing I use for him. And it's beautiful on his skin.
It's amazing.
I tried it on my face and I had breakouts the next day. Like it clogged me all the way up. But for him, it's perfection. But for me, I just think it was a little too heavy for my face. Yeah. Okay. So then anyway, But this is more about when I wear makeup is where the problem is. Because on a day to day, I don't have time. I don't care.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But for when I wear makeup now, it's kind of sticking. Like the makeup is clinging to my dry spots, and it's not cute.
Okay.
The lighting and the editing, thank you, Matthew, is gonna make me look pretty, but like it's sticking, and it's not the one. Anyway,
Sorry.
thanks. So I wanted to share today about something that I saw. Well, I got an email actually.
You got an email.
I got an email
Dum,
last
dum,
month.
dum.
Just last month, I got an email. So there's a brand that I have been following for years, actually, since when I lived way back when I lived in Lagos. No, it's not. It's a fashion brand.
Oh, okay.
It's a Black-owned fashion brand that I have followed for a really long time. And I am ashamed to say that for a brand that I claim to love, and I'm subscribed to the newsletter and I follow on Instagram, and I browse their website regularly, I have never purchased from them.
Do you click subscribe to newsletter?
I do.
I have never in my life ever clicked subscribe to newsletter. Never. Why are you talking to me so much? If I need you, I'll come find you.
So it's not so much like a subscribe to newsletter thing, but like when you go on a site and they ask you for your email, I put my email in.
And then I unclick. Do you want marketing materials? I say no, thank you.
If it's a brand I really love, I click yes, because I just want to see how the brand is doing. I'll tell you one brand that I'm absolutely in love with right now. It's called Mina Bay. They started out making diaper bags for moms. Okay. Right? But like really cute ones. Because I am not a backpack hun. Miss me. And so I knew I wanted something cute and something nice. And this is something that I was going to have to use on like a daily basis. So when I was adding to the list, and it was a bit expensive, but I remember some mom saying, it's your baby too. Like, get something for you. So this was the thing that I got for me. It's a really beautiful diaper bag. And so I did click subscribe. And what I have loved about this, I have gone on this journey with this brand. What I have loved is that every time, and I only bought the one thing. I have never bought anything else from them. Okay. But every single time an email drops from this brand and I see that it's them, I click immediately. I just want to see what's new. How are you guys doing? What's happening in this world? And I scroll and I read the things. And if there's a link to click to the website, I'll click it. I'll go. If something's happening on their Instagram, I'll click it. I'll see. I have no intention of buying anything right now, but I'm enjoying going on this journey with this brand because I like the brand. I do this for all brands that I like. So this brand that I'm talking about today is a brand that I have followed for years because I liked them. I am ashamed to say, though, I have never purchased from this brand. Yeah. Okay. Not once. Mostly because I couldn't afford it.
Okay, but, fair.
But then when I was at a point where I could maybe afford to buy like one piece in a whole year or something, I'm not a hun who spends a lot of money on clothes.
Okay.
I don't know.
Are you going to tell us what this brand is?
I will tell you. I will tell you. Is the suspense killing you?
Absolutely.
That's great. I love that. That's great. Okay. My plan is working. And it's not like they're proper expensive or anything, but I think it's just for me where my head is at. I'm just not a hun who spends money on clothes. I will buy the cheapest clothes possible and pair it with a really nice handbag and shoes.
I'm like with you. 10 out of 10, I agree.
I don't know why I'm like that.
10 out of 10, I'm the same.
But anyway, I got this email that I'm going to read to you. Because I got the email and I see that something has happened. What has happened? I didn't know. I wasn't on social or anything at the time because the thing happened last year, actually. And at the time it happened at me, I was deep in the newborn trenches, so foggy. But I got the email last month, and so I clicked on it, and then I went to go read online, like, what's happening? Let's learn more. So the email, the brand is called Anifa.
Okay.
And they make clothes. Beautiful pieces. It's a Black-owned brand. I could be wrong, but she is originally Sierra Leonean. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, the email I got was saying that the brand is pressing pause and saying that she basically was talking about this past season and how she's still processing a lot of what happened and is learning, and that a lot of the responsibility and growth is happening in real time. And then she went on to say that fulfillment will continue within standard processing times, but that they will not be restocking at this time.
Wow.
That they are taking a break and there isn't a set timeline for when they'll be back.
How do you spell this brand?
Hanifa.
Okay.
I probably have pronounced it very terribly. So
I'm looking at the right thing.
You are looking, yeah. Okay. So she says that the brand has always meant more than the product and that she will not rush its future. And then she thanks us. I'm including myself in this because even though I have never put money in her pocket, I have followed this journey.
Okay, so she thanks us.
She thanks us for our patience, for being here, and for our support through every season. And then says that when there's more to share, we'll hear from her. And so I'm like, wait, they're taking a what? What does this even mean? So I kind of go to Google this thing, and then I see more and more things. I see this quote, and this is what actually, one of the things this episode is going to talk about. I see this quote from her saying, okay, now let me tell you what had happened first. What had happened was they have something called Hanifa Friday. They do instead of Black Friday. So come past November, they obviously launched and said, we're doing Hanifa Friday this year. And you place your orders and then it comes to you in a set timeline. So it's not a cash and carry kind business. Like you're going to wait a little bit for the items to arrive.
Okay.
And so as a brand that's so good, and they make beautiful pieces. So they got flooded. Like the system was flooded with orders, and it just came in and came in and came in. And they couldn't handle it. And so they also had some delays in their, I don't know if it was production or shipping. I think it might have been shipping from the warehouse. There were some delays with their shipping partner, so much that people were not getting even the orders that were ready had not gone out. So they had to then take the team that usually works on the orders and not the shipping. Everyone had to go to the warehouse, get all of the stuff from the shipping partner and start doing a manual shipping thing at the office just so people could get their things. But you know how us human beings are. You know how we have zero chill, especially when we've given somebody some money for something.
Yeah.
So people came online and they dragged them. Oh, they dragged them hard. Like it was, because when I went to look, the comments were turned off on like all the recent posts. And so people got, from what she said anyway, and so she made a video showing us how crazy and hectic that time was. And can I please just add that at the time when all of this was happening, she was postpartum. She just had a baby.
Oh, man.
And so she came out of maternity leave to come and help deal with some of the fallout and the chaos and all of that stuff. And she made this video sharing how hectic and chaotic this was behind the scenes, how they were hustling, trying to get people's orders out. Now, some people didn't get orders out until Jan. They didn't receive from November. They didn't get it. So you know it was hectic. So when she was making the decision to pause, she made a statement, and this is what I want to read now. And she said, I don't want to rush just to prove resilience. I don't want to pretend everything is fine just to keep momentum. Now, in the video that she'd made, she talked about how people oftentimes forget that behind a brand are actual people. Yeah. Actual humans, actual people working really hard, day and night to make it, to keep it afloat. But then when you attack the brand, the brand is such a good thing because it can protect you because it's nameless and faceless. You know what I mean? But at the same time, that kind of can work against you in these kinds of scenarios where people forget that because it looks like it's nameless and faceless, it actually doesn't function on its own. There's people hustling. She took ownership for what happened, which I loved.
Yeah.
She took responsibility for it. But the thing that she called out for me that really, really, resonated with me was how mean people were being just because they hadn't gotten their orders. Now, don't get me wrong. If a brand tells you you're getting your order in 14 days, yes, you should get your order in 14 days. But I feel like we are in this, and I know I've done a similar episode before, but this one I wanted to chat about because it was everywhere, you know. And then when she decided to take a break and pause, everyone's like, oh, really? And it's become a conversation. And for me, I was just like, the online backlash that people, brands, companies get, it's too much sometimes. And sometimes it is unnecessary. Don't get me wrong. There are people and brands that, yes, we should all drag. Let's drag them out. But I feel like there is a difference between holding brands, people, politicians, celebrities accountable and just being plain old cruel. Like you can hold people accountable without beating them over the head with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like there should be such a thing as holding people accountability with kindness. And you know how you and I talk about this a lot on the podcast. One of the things that we believe in and strive in is that you should lead with kindness in every single scenario. We don't always get it right, but I feel like that should be the
100%.
default. Like that's baseline. And people were just being so mean. And I'm sure that most people who are even being mean didn't even know she was postpartum, didn't even know that, you know, this was such a hectic time, didn't even know why their order hadn't been delivered. Now, this was a brand that when they realized things were going south, they rose to the task. They gave people discounts. They sent gift cards to people. They communicated. They reached out. They apologized. They did all of the right things. So it seems anyway. And yet they still got this kind of terrible, terrible, terrible backlash. And I just felt, you know, some type of way.
Bad.
I did. I felt really, really bad that this is what was happening.
Look, I think it's so difficult in a situation like this because I know myself, right? And I'm going to speak for myself. If I placed an order for something and it didn't arrive and there was no communication that it wasn't going to arrive, I would also, I'm not saying I would take to social media and curse you and the next 5 generations of your family, but I would be like, yo, what's up? Like, this isn't cool, you know?
Yeah.
And again, it doesn't justify the hate. It doesn't justify all the rest of that. But I mean, I the questions that I have is, how did they respond in the moment? Like when they learned that, yo, we're not going to be able to make these deliveries in the 14 days, did they communicate then? Or did they wait for people to be like, sorry, I haven't received my order. And then, oh, even me, I haven't received. They waited for it to escalate before they did something about it. Again, not to justify being cruel or being mean, et cetera. But at the end of the day, like irrespective of your life situation, okay, and I hear me, like if you're running a business and you make a commitment, your job is to deliver on that commitment.
Of course, yeah.
And if you're not able to deliver on that commitment, your job is to communicate, hey guys, something in the process has gone wrong. This is how we're going to fix it. So that's just the question. That's just the question that I would have.
So
like, at what point did they take accountability? And at what point did they go, okay, this is how we're going to fix it. We're going to offer you this discount, blah, blah, blah. Did they wait for the shit to hit the fan? Or were they proactive in their communication? I don't know if you know.
So I'm gonna start from one of the points you made, and before I answer that part. So the comment I made about her coming out of mat leave and her being postpartum was not to make an excuse. It was that she was on leave. She's got a whole team. Like they've got a whole office and things. She's got a whole team that runs the business, right? And she was on leave. And obviously they knew that Anifa Friday was coming up. They planned for it. They'd done all of the forecasting and everything. So it was supposed to run. She didn't need to be involved. But when shit hit the fan, I'm saying exactly. That was her way of taking responsibility. She was like, okay, but now it's not working the way it should have. So she stepped in. So I'm not making an excuse and saying because she was postpartum. No, I'm just saying even though she was recently postpartum, things were falling apart and she stepped back in to be like, okay, now I must own the situation because it is falling apart. Now, the second point on did they communicate or did they wait until it was escalated? I don't know because I didn't purchase. I don't know. But from what I'd seen in the video that she'd made where she was explaining what had happened, she says they did communicate.
Okay.
I don't know if it was before or after. She says they did communicate. She said they did try to fix things, and that because for the ones where they couldn't fix it, that's when they were offering like discounts and gift cards and that sort of thing. So I'm assuming when she says that, she means before shit hit the fan completely. Like the moment they started to see things going left, they rose to the occasion. I'm assuming. I don't know. But my point is that is not even so much about whether or not they communicated in that moment. It's how do we put accountability with kindness in place when we're dealing with like brands or people online or that sort of thing. That's where I'm going. We can't control what the brands are going to do or what people are going to do. And I wanted to just call out the fact that even though it's a brand, it's still a person, who's working hard, who's building their dreams and trying to do the right thing by their customers and their clients. And there is no reason for you to be absolutely rude or mean or demeaning just because they have screwed up in a way now. Like, this is more about what you do in the situation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I hear you. Yeah. I think that this can be applied to any kind of situation. If you're in a restaurant and you ordered the chicken and they bring you a steak, you're well within your rights to complain, but you don't have to throw the hot tea in the waiter's face.
Exactly. That's my point.
That's life. It goes beyond socials. It goes into just as human beings, you should be kinder, you should be nicer, but even if you're holding your own and if you're holding people accountable. So I completely agree. There's no need to go so wild. But people on socials they can be mean.
The people on socials, I've had a thought. I'm like, I could meet someone today and she could be the most delightful person, have a nice, clean, tidy home with the nice, hardworking husband and the dog and the 2.5 kids and the picket fence. And she might go to
You always say the 2.5 kids. It's very funny.
Because it's just so funny to me. She might go to church and praise Jesus and hallelujah on a Sunday. And I might be like, oh, such a delightful human. Meanwhile, she could be a keyboard warrior, and we'd never know.
She's just a straight up Karen. Those people that just
I know one of those who is a little bit of a Karen, but is also a little bit kind, and who's not aware of her Karen-ness. I do know someone. I can't tell you.
Oh,
not on the podcast anyway.
Sorry, I forgot what we were doing. I was like, who are you talking about?
And I digress. But she was telling me one day how she did this thing, how the neighbors upstairs are people who travel and come home at night for some reason. And when they're coming home and they're dragging the luggage, the luggage, she can hear it or something. They're just noisy.
Okay.
Occasionally noisy, but more.
Okay.
And so she went to knock on the door one day to like tell them, but they weren't even there. They traveled. So apparently they travel a lot for work. I don't know.
Okay.
And so she wrote a letter to
Oh
them.
my gosh.
She wrote a
Oh my gosh.
she wrote a letter to them. And here's the part. She was like, I just slid it under their door. I did it nicely. And she says, I was nice in the letter, but I just put it there because why are they coming and going at night? And I'm like, girl, what is your business?
What if most flights leave at nighttime?
Exactly. and I was just like, it's not like they're stomping. It's just the wheels of the boxes is what she's. And I'm like, what do you want them to do? Carry it on their head?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
That's
but she
wild.
was like,
It's
but
like
it was nice.
It's like that video I saw on socials. I'm sure you've seen it as well. About, and it stems from this whole thing of like tip culture in the US is a little bit.
Don't get
But
me started.
it was like a DoorDash delivery lady or Uber Eats. I don't know what platform. And the delivery person came to the door, and with this, we're watching this on the ring camera. But as she came to the door, she handed the food over, and the lady who obviously ordered the food said, "Thank you so much. Here's your tip." And the delivery person is like, "Oh, no, you keep that. It's okay." And she's like, wait, no, this is your tip. This is for you. And she's like, "No, I wrote you a little note and I left it in the bag for you. So you just read that note and think about that." And the girl's like, "Oh, okay, thanks for the food," goes inside. The note basically says, "You're lucky that I didn't do anything to your food. You should learn to tip on the app." And she basically, it's just like, she didn't have money in the account to tip. She was just going to tip you cash. But no, you went full Karen and you went a little bit weird.
But she still tipped you.
She tried to tip it, but
and you didn't take the money. Why? You're offended.
No, the delivery person now has put a note in your food. She now can't
take the
also
note
take
out.
The tip.
Yeah.
Imagine you watch your delivery person opening the bag to just be like, "Sorry, just 1 second, let me just get."
But then just take the tip and go away, because what you wanted was a tip. Guys, I'm going to tell this story real quick and then I'm going to get back to the actual episode. I once ordered food, and let me tell you, this day I was hungry. I'd done errands and dropped Mikey off, and it was a day. And so I was like coming home to rest and whatever, and I just didn't have the energy to cook. So I ordered food, and I sat in the car downstairs waiting for the food to arrive. And I had tipped on the app like I was supposed to.
Okay.
And I'm on the phone with a friend, and I see this car pull up, and I'm tracking my delivery rider, right? And so I see a car pull up, but I'm not paying attention. And then they ask me for the PIN, because you have to give a PIN sometimes when they deliver. So I text the PIN, and I'm expecting that they're gonna get down and go in and drop the food, and then I'll just go pick it up because I was on the phone, and then I'll go home. Guys, they drove off with my food and my tip. I did not get that food, and I had tipped. This is why you don't tip up front. Do the service first, and then I'll tip you. I just tipped for nothing. I didn't get the food. They just drove off.
Did you report this?
I did report it. At first, they were like, "We can't do anything about it." And I'm like, "Say
Absolutely
what now?"
Not.
And so
Absolutely
I followed up, and I escalated, and I did get.
Good.
I got a refund. But you see,
Good.
It's great. It comes back to the scenario. I did escalate. The first time I reported it, they didn't do anything. They told me they're sorry, they couldn't do anything. And I'm like, how is this a me problem? Like, I was downstairs. I was there waiting to receive this thing. And I watched the people drive off with my food. This is not an error on my part. So I reached out again, and I was like, this is unacceptable. I want to speak to a human. Have you noticed how hard it is to get a human being on customer care these days? It is so hard.
It's impossible.
No, I don't want to speak to your AI called Scott. I want a human being. Someone that's got blood in it. Someone that if I talk to you, they can talk back at me. That's what I want. It's so hard.
And someone who's not just applying the policy.
Exactly.
Like someone who can logically go,
who can reason with,
okay, I understand what happened to you.
It was so hard. Couldn't get, and I was just like, I'm not giving up on this thing because I was pissed. Homegirl was hungry.
As you should have been. As you should have been.
I went on like,
in those situations, what's actually more annoying is like, yes, there's the part of the money you paid for it, you didn't receive it, but like I ordered food, like I was hungry.
And yeah, this was food for now.
Hungry.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm more annoyed about that than
I just switched apps and went to go order on another app, actually, because I was hungry and I didn't have food at home and I was not about to start cooking. I had very limited time to sit and eat and rest before I needed to get going again. So I escalated, and then by the time I'd sent responded the second time, because they'll say, when you've talked to AI and they'll go, did I solve your problem for you today? No, man, you did not. Get a human on the phone. So I escalated, got an email sent, and eventually got a response maybe like the next day. And they're like, okay, we're sorry. We're going to look into it for you. And then the day after that, I got some money back. And then, we're sorry. Cool. But here's my thing is, I really... in that anger, and nobody's angrier than someone who's hungry and angry. When you're hangry, I don't think it's wild. I could have in that anger gone on their social when the AI thing wasn't working out. I'd be like, at XXY brand, you owe me money for food because they drove off. What service are you practicing? What da. If you're not ready to be this, then stay off of, I could have just taken that anger and gone on social, but I mean, I would have gotten a response, but what does that do for me? Like, I just let my anger out, and that there was zero kindness in what I would have said. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm not saying don't hold people accountable. 1000% hold everyone and their grandma accountable. Yeah. But I think that we can be a little bit kinder with how we do it. And so I put together a list.
It's also, sorry, just before you go to your list, it's also one of those things where you catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get more out of a situation if you're nice than if you're like really difficult and mean.
Yeah.
Like, truly.
Yeah. I once had an issue with a brand. I was about to say the name. Thank God I didn't. And they had my money. And they suddenly said I couldn't have my money. They were going to hold on to my money for 6 months and they were going to close my account. As I tell this story, anyone who's had a similar experience already knows what the brand is. And they are notorious for this. They were going to close my account. They were going to ban me,
Ban you? What did you do?
They're going to ban me for life. I did nothing. I received money. That's what I did. I lived in one country and I received money for payment for a freelance gig I did from another country. The moment the money from the other country hit the account, that's when I got this, they're going to ban me.
Is it PayPal? It's PayPal. Sorry. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense.
It is PayPal. It is. It wasn't something I really used much, but then I used it to buy things on Etsy.
So someone paid you.
Yeah, someone paid me.
They were like, sorry, we're going to keep the money.
For 6 months while they reviewed it. And then they were going to ban me for life.
Why?
And,
what did you do?
told me that I shouldn't bother trying to use another email address to open another account. It was very strange. But I couldn't get anyone on the phone. I couldn't get a response to my email. I Googled it, and apparently it was a thing. A lot of people had similar experiences and could never get anyone on the phone, could never get any explanation. Till today, I don't know what I did or what happened or how it violated their laws or whatever. But I'm like, because I used to use it to pay sellers on Etsy. That's what I was using it for. So I know you can use it for that. And like, I've received money and paid people on PayPal previously. Like, my sister sent me money. I've sent her money.
Yeah. I've sent my cousins money.
I still don't know what I did. Anyway, so after I'd read all of this stuff online and everyone was like, nobody's ever going to respond to you. It just is what it is. You just wait out the 6 months. When they send you an email that you can now take your money, you take your money and run. So... But me, I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
You got your money?
I did get my money after 6 months.
Thank goodness.
I waited those 6 months. But then I just even needed someone to tell me like what is happening and why is this a thing? And nobody. So I went on Twitter and I sent a DM and I still got no response. And then at that point, I went to at them. At PayPal, I'm trying to speak to someone. Please, I've sent an email and I've sent a DM and I'm not getting any response. Please help. And then, and only then, do I get a response saying, oh, check your DMs. And I'm just like, we could have completely avoided taking our drama public, but I had tried everything. So which is why I'm saying.
As someone who works in PR and communications, we really the worst, I can tell you right now, the best thing you can do to get the attention is post to socials. Because it's the last thing that we want to have happen is to have your tweet go viral, is to have your little
it's bad publicity.
Go viral. It's bad publicity and it is 10 times harder to fix than to call or say, we're so sorry that this happened. Here is $100 gift of a gesture to say we're sorry. It costs us more to fix that. So we are always fighting with the customer service people, like the people who manage customer service. Like the one guy at my company who manages customer service, he hates me. He absolutely hates me because forever I'm like, sir, I need you to fix this thing before it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Just do that. Give them whatever the hell they want so that they don't go to socials. So, and then it makes me wonder, like, maybe this is why everybody went to socials for Hanifa. Because
this is why,
it's the only way to get a response.
Oh, that's so sad,
It's the only way to get someone to go, okay, I'm so sorry that this happened to you.
That's so sad, though, because I'm like, you took money from this person. We entered into a contract. You took money and you said you were going to give me something.
I agree.
And so if it didn't work out, communicate. Or even if you are swamped, if I reach out first as a customer, respond to me. This thing where we're hiding behind AI to do all of the, it's not the one. And my chat is basically, before you drag someone on social, please seek out every other possible avenue to escalate it, hold them accountable, send an email, call customer service, make sure that there's a paper trail, call them, send an email. If you can text them. If there's WhatsApp them. And if you are getting zero response, then you know that that's a brand that does not value you. That's a brand that does not respect you, your time, or your hard-earned money. Then please, by all means, drag away. Drag as much as you like.
Can I have a different opinion here?
What's the opinion?
I gave you money. You did not do your end of the bargain. I did my end of the bargain. You did not do your end of the bargain. I shouldn't have to email, call again, get put on hold, be transferred to 17,000 different people. Then you're like, oh, try our WhatsApp line. Then I try the WhatsApp line and it's another AI chatbot. And then 2 weeks later, only then I'm going to social media.
Not 2 weeks later, not 2 weeks later, not 2 weeks.
Whatever.
But I'm just saying there are channels. There are channels for a reason, right?
I'm with you. Try the channel, but try it one time. If the channel doesn't work the one time, I'm saying go to socials.
I will. Immediately.
Well, when I say go to socials, I'm not saying go and lie, exaggerate, drag them and their family. Go on socials and be like, guys, I had an issue. I was here, and this didn't happen.
That's my point. But you were here.
PayPal
means that you actually tried the channels, right?
Yeah, I tried the channel and it didn't work. What I'm saying is don't try the channel 17 times, get put on hold,
I'm just saying try whatever the channel is. If the channel is email, send the email. If the channel is to call them, call them. If it's WhatsApp, WhatsApp them. Whatever the channel is, do the right thing first. Do it. And if they don't respond, go to socials, DM them. Guys, I'm not getting any response. And if they still don't respond to you, at them. Then we can go drag ourselves. You don't want to handle this. Then I'm out here now. Now the whole world knows you screwed up. But I'm
Yeah.
just like, give the people a chance to fix it before you
Yeah.
clubber them. That's my stance.
Can I tell you something that I saw on socials today?
What?
There's this creator. She's got like, I don't know, actually don't know who she is. She just popped up in my feed. But like she's got like 800, 900,000 followers. She's a single mom, mom of a teenage boy, whatever. Okay. And she posted a story where she was like, she booked an interior designer, the interior designer to come and redo her kitchen. She's spending $40,000 to redo her kitchen.
I'm sorry. What was she doing?
And I'm like, I was just like, yo, that's so much money.
That is so much money.
And she tells the story of how in the contract with her interior designer, there is a clause that says we will take photos and videos of the space and post it to socials for our marketing. If you don't want this to happen, you have to pay us a $300 inconvenience fee.
I'm sorry. Who are we inconveniencing?
And I was like, what?
This is the thing brands are doing.
Right? And so she says that she caught them because they posted, when they were doing the renders for her kitchen, they posted their renders to her socials without her consent. Right? So she messaged them to be like, hey, I'm not super comfortable with this. She said that she'd previously had a stalker, okay, who she has a protection order against. And so she's very careful about the content that she posts online because she doesn't want people to figure out where she lives and where she is. Right? Which is so fair. Like, it's
that's fair.
So fair, right? But with or without the protection order, with or without the stalker in your world, the fact that I have to pay you money so you don't post on privacy,
that's dumb.
Is insane.
That's dumb.
And so do you know what this interior designer said? So she messaged and she said, can we please take this out of the contract? Like, I'm paying you $40,000. I don't think that I should have to pay for my own privacy, which I think is perfectly fair. The interior designer said, no, sorry, this is just who we are. It's a policy that we have.
She needs to get a new interior designer.
We can't take this out the contract. And so the creator's kind of like, okay, that's fine. Then I don't think that we're going to go ahead.
Good.
And the interior designer was like, okay, cool, that's fine. And
you gave up a 40, make it make sense. Please make it make sense. This was a 40K job. You gave it up because you want to post to socials?
Because you want to post to social media.
This is the dumbest thing I have heard in a really long time.
Insane.
It's the dumbest thing I've heard. It's the dumbest thing I've heard. I've also, the one I don't want to get into because this episode is going to be too long is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I still feel like I'm in the right here, is this thing where photographers tell you that when you pay them to come take a picture of you, it's their product.
Oh my gosh.
Not yours. And you must then seek a license from them for you to print it, for you to use it on socials, for you to do whatever. And I'm like, come again?
Insane.
If you arrived and you were taking a picture of me because you wanted to create something and I was your model, your muse, whatever, aligned, that is your product. I'm the one who goes, hi, I want to take pictures for my birthday. I'm going to pay you, I don't know, $2,000 for a 2-hour session. I'm going to bring the clothes. I'm going to rent the studio. I get the makeup artist.
My makeup.
I even tell you what poses I want. I do the props. I send you reference photos. And then you take, and I'm not just, photographers do an amazing job. It is a skill, it's talent, it's creative, it's a beautiful thing. But then you take photos of me and tell me that it's your product and I must now get a license.
Listen, this thing drives me insane.
It makes sense,
we were shooting an ad as well for, it wasn't even an ad. We were just creating content about one of our products at work as well. And we booked this agency and then they sent us the contract. In it, they had this thing. They were like, anything that is created is ours. And then there was in the invoice, there was a licensing fee to use the content. And I was like, I'm so sorry, but what? I'm like, I am the one that sought you out. I am the one that's bringing all the models. I'm the one that's bringing all the product. I'm the one that's paying for the venue. I'm the one that's...
It's also your product that is being photographed.
It's also my product, right? I'm the one that came up with the creative idea. Like, you're not even paying for... You're not even coming up with creative. I came up with the creative. I've given you the brief. I've given you the shot list.
But now it's done your product.
The production schedule for the day. Like, I did it. I'm like... And now it's like, I must pay you a licensing fee. I said, make it make sense. He said, no, this is the industry norm. I said, I've been in this industry for many years. I said, say
it's
where.
It's a new thing. It's a new thing. They've been doing it. It's a new thing. My maternity photos, I had to pay for the license. It's wild. I don't understand it. But that one, I wasn't upset because I was very pregnant. She did all of the work.
Yeah,
I did give creative. I did creative direction, but she did make some of the outfits. She did a lot of the work. So I'm like, yeah, this is a joint effort. It's fine. But when I do everything and you just come in and take the photos, and I'm not saying it's not a skill or talent or whatever, but make it make sense. Make it make sense. I'm paying you, except I don't pay you. And we're like, okay, this is a trade-off. I want these photos, but you will own them. So I don't have to pay you. Fine. But yeah,
and so
anyway.
This is where I'm also like, I understand why people get so frustrated with brands, because especially like small to medium brands, because there's sometimes too much nonsense. There's sometimes too much fluff and unnecessary terms and conditions. It's too much. Like, it's just too much. And that's why I understand why you're frustrated. And then you go on socials to drag them. Again, not a justification to be an asshole.
Yeah, I know.
At the same time, I'm like, I get why you're frustrated. I understand.
I get it. I've also been frustrated. I think that what I'm just saying is there's... Don't lead with your anger, take a step back and lead with some kindness.
Calm down.
And calm down and lead with some kindness before you decide to drag them. Just also remember, okay, fine, I'm dealing with an actual human being, behind this nameless, faceless brand. And then if they don't come correct or they're taking you for a ride, then by all means, drag away, I'm just saying, think about it. That's all I'm saying. Think about it first. Like, don't lead with anger. Just think about it first. That's all. Anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. And please, darling Hanifa, please don't close down. Please come back. I promise I'll buy something this time around.
She literally...
Is she back?
She's back.
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Let me go dig into my savings and buy.
It says just restocked.
Oh, so grateful. Because I'm like, did I miss my opportunity to purchase from this brand? Have I lost it? Like,
these clothes are beautiful.
They're beautiful. And can I tell you something that made me respect the brand even more? Although this is a new conversation that's happening on social now about these small brands and how they're all struggling. She says up until 2015, she made all of the pieces by hand. Only her. She made everything. And the conversation that's going around on social is about scaling up and why these Black-owned new age businesses or women-owned businesses are struggling with scaling up because there's no support. The structures aren't in place. There's no, you need money. There's a whole conversation there that I'm not going to get into right now. But anyway, thanks for joining me on this little journey. Sorry, guys. I just had a thought. I'm not going to say it. Come and...
Now I want to know.
Like and subscribe. And don't forget that we are a podcast and we are on Apple and Spotify. Because we always plug socials and we don't plug the actual podcast platforms. We're on Apple and we're on Spotify. You can watch the full thing. We're also on YouTube. We are on TikTok and Instagram. And we will see you later. Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening. Please don't forget to like and subscribe anywhere and everywhere you find your podcasts. You can also watch and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Okay, love you. Bye.